What's up, everybody? Look at this weird little glare right here. I can't really get rid of it. It's because of that light right there. I'm in a parking garage, and it's very semi-dark, and there's some interesting lights. Anyway, I'm not even sure what the point of this video is. I don't know if you want to call it a life update or just me rambling. I'm not sure what I'm going to title it. Something along the lines of me rambling. So if you want to just put this in the background while you do some chores, or you want to be, or if you're interested in, my thoughts about just whatever's been going on in general, that's what this video is for. So yeah, I'm at work, I'm on my lunch break, and surprisingly I'm pretty awake, as you can tell. How? I don't know. There's got to be a miracle, because my daughter, typically she would sleep or wake up twice a night, and she was on a good stretch where she would sleep on the first stretch in the nighttime. So we basically would put her to bed, or try to have her wind down at 7 p.m. every night, get her on a good routine, because babies need routine. And put her in at 7, get the lights dim, close the curtains, feed her, have her relax. I bought this thing called the Hatch. And I don't know if it really works, but if you've seen it, basically plays lullabies. It produces sounds of just like the ocean, and it's supposed to calm the baby. Anyways, I put that on, get the routine going at 7 p.m. every night, and then she will typically fall asleep. Worst case scenario, it'll take an hour, but usually sometimes only 15 minutes, but on average about 20-25 minutes. So let's say about half an hour. So 7:30 she'll go to bed, and on a good day she'll sleep about 5-6 hours, up to 7 hours straight. Wake up at let's say 7:30, so 6 hours would be 1:30. And then I feed her again, wake her up, change her diaper if I have to, and then she'd go back to bed, and then she'd wake up again in like 3 hours. So that's not bad compared to the beginning, when it was every couple hours. That being said, there's something called this sleep regression, and people that have had kids, you might know about this or have gone through it, and feel free to give your opinion, or I'll take any advice that you give me. The sleep regression, I think, is supposed to happen at like 3 or 4 months, and my baby will be turning 3 months, May, June, July. She'll be turning 3 months in July 12th. She was born April 12th, so 2 months and change. So it might be a little bit early, but she's kind of regressed back. So the last couple nights she's been waking up every couple hours. That's why I say surprisingly I'm awake. I'm not sure why, but it's a little bit challenging. So hopefully this could last like a while. They say like a couple of weeks, up to a month or something. So I'm not really looking forward to that too much, but she's doing really well. Her next appointment is I think at the 4-month mark, and she's putting on about a half a pound a week. So yeah, I've been dealing with that, and love my baby to death. She's kind of you have these moments where she'll make the eye contact and smile right at me and my wife, and it's totally worth it, but it's very exhausting. Outside of that, I am at work right now, and work has been, with the exception of today, and it's Friday, thank goodness, it's been absolutely bonkers. It's been nuts. Not gonna spare the technical details of my job, because you probably will be one ear out the other. It wouldn't even make any sense. But let's just put it this way: I'm covering for my buddy, who's covering for my manager, who's had the car accident, and let's just say there's a lot more responsibilities, a lot more on the table, so to speak. And yesterday was one of those days where it's like, you have those days where it's just constantly just nonstop work, and you just get so fatigued. So I was just so exhausted yesterday, and it's been pretty rough. And I've been trying to take naps here and there when I can, but it's been very challenging. And just having some quiet time, even just being in this car, is peaceful. And maybe that's why I want to do this video, because as much as I love becoming a father and whatnot, I mean, everyone needs some downtime to decompress. And I've been doing all the night feedings, and I will be going on my leave in a couple weeks, but I've been doing all the night feedings. So basically an average day is it feels like the days just kind of mesh into one, because I don't sleep as much. So on average, I'll wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, get ready for work, get to work by about 7 a.m., work anywhere from 7 a.m. to up to 4:30, which doesn't seem that bad. It doesn't seem that bad. That is true, but it's the type of hours. I mean, you could work, and nothing against security guards, or just using that as an example. You could have a job where your job is just to stand and do 12 hours, and technically you've done more hours. But if you're a surgeon, or you have a job that's highly specialized, or very intense investment banking, or you work in the stock market, whatever it is, you might do only 6 or 7 hours, but it's more intense. And I mean, my job's not that intense, but when we have add-on patients and complicated cases, it does wear on you quite a bit. So anyway, the hours were ranged between 7 a.m. to one day I had to stay till like 4:30. Did a little bit of overtime. I've been doing a little bit of overtime all week. Get home anywhere between 4 to 5, and then I gotta relieve my wife because she breast pumps every 3 hours, taking care of the kid, the baby, and then I will immediately shower. She still likes to cook. That's her outlet. My outlet is working out, so she'll cook a little bit, nothing too elaborate, but she still likes to cook, so it's lucky for me. And then I'll shower, come back, I'll watch the baby. She'll pump, breast pump, and then she'll cook dinner while I entertain my daughter. And then if my daughter has to take a bath, we do that once or twice a week. We'll do that, feed her, burp her, the whole 9 yards, get her relaxed. And then I'll take over the nights from 7 p.m. all the way to the next morning, and then it just repeats again. And it's been going like that for months. But like I said, in the past, everyone's done it. I mean, my sister had twins. I mean, that's double trouble right there. So I think we can handle one, but it is a lot of work. There have been times when I get very stressed out a little bit. Gonna be honest. Everybody displays their feelings differently. I'm not gonna say all. I'm not gonna generalize. Well, I guess I can generalize because a lot of generalities are true. I think men are more accustomed to and taught to control their emotions, not to be too emotional. We got to be the stern type, especially like growing up in a Korean household, very traditional, where it's like got to be very stern, don't show any emotion, be the tough one, be rock solid. Whereas women are more, and little girls at a young age are more, it's more accepted to be a little emotional, to express how you feel. So I think when you're raised in a certain way, and when society tells you or society places certain standards on to dictate your behavior, it can have a long-lasting effect. Not to say it's irreversible, but it does have an effect. But having self-awareness is one of the first things, the first steps in recognizing how you are and how it affects other people. So for instance, I've had bad days where baby just keeps crying. I mean, I don't know if she's colicky. A lot of people, you'd like to use that term, but just really grumpy days, and I come home and it's just so frustrating, not at the baby, not just at the situation. It's not personal. It's not against my wife. It's just myself. It's my internal battle. I literally will just walk away, go to a room, and just start freaking just get the pillow and just punch it a few times. I mean, literally, just like, my goodness, looks like this guy's gonna get crazy. But trust me, I'm not. I would never, ever, 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 ever lay a hand on my wife, my baby. None of that. That's just 100% fact. It's just me having to vent. That's why when I work out and I'm frustrated, I just start going. I'm sure if you guys and girls can relate to that. But with my wife, on the other hand, I'm not going to air my dirty laundry, but my wife, on the other hand, a couple days I came home and I looked at her, and she looked just so worn out, and I've been worn out too. And she never, I've never heard her use one, and I'm not even exaggerating. She doesn't really watch my videos. She's not going to know this, but I've never heard her raise her voice one time ever. We've been together since 2005, married since 2013. One time not raised her voice. Now, I've seen some slight annoyance, but she'll say it in a calm way, but she never raises her voice. And not one curse word, not one cuss word. So when I, drop some F-bombs here and there, I can tend to have a potty mouth at times. Um, yeah, it just shows that you shouldn't have to. I believe that you should be able to use curse words, and they're more impactful when you use it appropriately. If you're F-bombing every left and right, it does make you sound a little bit less polished, a little less educated. That's just the facts. But a couple here and there to get your point across, I think is fine. I think there's too much censorship. I'm not sure where this rambling video is going to go, if I want to go into the political side and the other aspects. But anyway, yeah, she didn't raise her voice. She doesn't raise her voice. But what she did do is I looked at her and she gets really teary-eyed and emotional. I just asked her, "Are you okay? I'm here for you." And she just says, "I'm so worn out." And I just, we are getting some help from her mother, which is my mother-in-law. But other than that, she's been on her own, or we've been on our own. So I think it's normal, and you shouldn't apologize for being angry. I feel like I shouldn't have to apologize if I step out of the room and I punch the pillow a few times. That's the one thing in society, they try to, if you act a certain way, it's like, well, how come you're not on the straight and narrow? How come you have to act this? Like, we're not robots, okay? We all have feelings. So that's why when if I watch like some type of video, like a viral video, and someone gets really angry or something, that person's automatically perceived as to be the bad guy, in which sometimes they are, but sometimes you don't even know the situations. You don't know what propelled them to act that way. So yeah, everyone just displays emotions differently. Not to say women can't get angry, not to say men can't be emotional, but that's just, come on, that's at least an American custom. That's how you're taught. So, I think that's about it. I've been squeezing in my chest and shoulder workout. Oh yeah, because I did do a video a couple weeks ago. I've been squeezing that in, like, between Bree's first and second feeding in the nighttime. Because she sleep a few hours, I've been squeezing in a workout, and it's kind of tiring. Let's keep it 100, but surprisingly, I feel better throughout the day. It kind of wakes me up for the day, because by the time I'm finished with the workout, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I got to get ready and just go to work and do it all over. However, I always hit the wall at around, surprisingly not today. I'm getting a little tired. I'll probably take a little small nap. I usually hit the wall around lunchtime, probably because after I ate, then you get kind of tired. I'm still eating pretty clean. Speaking of diet, I've been still eating clean. Luckily, like I said earlier in the video, my wife's been cooking some good meals. Nothing too elaborate, but a lot of crock pot stuff. I recommend you getting a crock pot. I do have some recipes, and I'm sure you guys have seen some of them. I could put those, excuse me, a little burpee. I can put that link wherever for my healthy meals playlist recipe. Yeah, invest in a crock pot. As far as video content and whatnot, I know my uploads have been slowing down a little bit. It's just, but I don't feel like, I think people that are subscribed to me, you guys subscribe to a lot of channels probably, so even a video or two a week. Usually I would do like 3 or 4, but at this pace, it's just impossible. Sometimes I don't even get to unwind, and I have a really small window to even edit, because I gotta attend to the baby. So, thanks for just all your support. The other thing, last weekend, my parents from Texas, they came to visit for a few days. Had a nice Saturday night dinner with my parents and her parents, and it was a good time. Had some barbecue. It was good stuff. Diet-wise, like I said, I'm doing decent. I'm just kind of maintaining at this point. Just maintaining. I will say though that, I don't know if you remember, I did that body check video, I think in March somewhere. I'll link it somewhere. I showed my body real quick, and I said in 1 year from now, I'm gonna see how my body holds up in 1 year after being a father for 1 year. And I definitely still gonna do it, but I don't like to say stuff if I can't keep a promise. But I'm just kind of tempted to at least tell my hardcore people that have gone this far in the video, because if you've gone this far in the video, you definitely are invested in my channel for whatever reason, which I appreciate. So it's not gonna be too many people that are gonna even watch this part of the video. But anyway, I got this itch to what is it? To do another hard, I wouldn't say it's a transformation, but to basically to tighten up again and to get really just cut, get my body fat even lower, get the muscles popping out, get a nice tan, and just to, and maybe I'll do it before my 40th, and I'll just save that for another video. Maybe I'll do a video and talk about that later, but kind of got this little itch to do it. Why? There is one YouTuber I will mention. I believe he's natural, one of the few. I don't follow him that often, but I do check it from time to time, and it is motivating. And this is what health and fitness should be: following people or watching some people and them motivating you and causing that domino effect. It is Nick Wright. Nick Wright, he's a former bodybuilder, and he does powerlifting. He'll be the first one to say he doesn't have the best genetics, and just like me, I don't have the best genetics, and he got a lot of crap from people, but he a while ago not a while ago, he's currently doing a body transformation. I think he's doing a bodybuilding show, and I followed him over the years, off and on, and he definitely, I mean, he's definitely way younger, and I'm not saying, because I'm 39 now, not to pull the age card, but it's true. I mean, your testosterone just starts going down every year. He's like getting close to his prime peak, and his body it definitely shows in a good way. That's pretty motivating. I can only get motivated by guys that are natural, or I think that are natural, because guys that are not natural and they're injecting themselves behind closed doors and then telling you to follow this diet like The Rock, it's just a bunch of garbage. I mean, tells you to eat 7-8 times a day, eat all this protein. It's gonna overwork your freaking kidneys. You're gonna shit bricks, and then you're just gonna get fat because you don't have the steroids to burn all of it off easily. Not to say you don't need to have a semi-decent diet, but you get guys like Juan Morel, he does these like epic 20,000 calorie cheat meals. That's the other thing this is really getting to a rambling video. That's the other thing. Some of these like bodybuilders, they do these crazy cheat meals, and now I understand they say they don't do it all the time, but putting 20,000 calories into your system with clogged arteries from, triple, quadruple cheeseburgers and tons of ice cream and stuff, it's not good. You're promoting, binge eating. It's not good for you, and you're supposed to be healthy, and you're injecting steroids. It's just a recipe for disaster. Oh, just because you look big, Anyway, I don't want to go. That's just getting too far off on the whole steroid bodybuilding thing. I'm gonna leave that. I've spoken that briefly. Maybe leave that for another video. So all right, 20 minutes. That's just way too long. So yeah, that's a quick ramble right there. I guess you can say I will talk to you in the next one. I do have some other good video ideas. If you have any that you want me to discuss, let me know. Thanks for all your support. Talk to you next time. Bye.